Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well today. Um, so today we're going to talk about bias because I intended to yesterday and then did not. Okay, so we're talking about statistical bias. So there are two types of bias. The first type is question bias. Okay, so question bias is going to be the way you word or ask questions. Okay, so let's write that out. So the way questions are worded to convince, I'm gonna underline this. Ooh, that's ugly. Sorry, hold on. Okay, there we go. To convince or encourage a response. Okay, so we could give an example. Don't you love your cuddly new puppy? So this question right here implies that we love our cuddly new puppy, okay? So like it's encouraging a positive response. Okay, uh so this encourages a positive response. Okay, I'll give another example, and we'll go ahead and move on to the next type of bias. So it is important to exercise every day to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Okay, so now that's a sentence, but then the question is how often do you exercise? How often do you exercise? So this question is prefaced with a statement that is directly telling you in what way the person asking the question wants you to answer it. So if I asked, or if I said this to you, it is important to exercise every day to maintain a healthy lifestyle. How often do you exercise? You're going to feel a little bit guilty maybe if you don't exercise, and you're going to be encouraged to answer maybe or this more positively or exaggerate what you would have said a little bit, because you know that my opinion is that it is important to exercise every day to maintain a healthy lifestyle. It's not just an opinion, it's science, but also I'm like prefacing the question with my opinion. So it also assumes that you exercise. So in two parts. So A, it assumes you exercise. And I probably spelled that wrong. X or size, whatever. And then, oh, it's written on the page too. Hold on. Let me just fix my whole mistake. Also, I'm going to fix that word because it looks really ugly on the page. Okay, so U and then EXERCISE. Perfect. Okay, and then let me get rid of this little mark. And then secondly, it also prefaces the question with your opinion. Okay, so those are ways to perform question bias. Question bias is manipulating the question so that it is biased. So in the second way you can have bias is called sample bias. Okay, so let's see here. Underline this. So sample bias occurs with the way samples are pulled. Okay, and these samples may be pulled um, so that they are less likely to include diverse members of the population. Okay, so this obviously has occurred a ton with race. It also can happen with age, sexual identity, um, any sort of, or even like in nature, if you're studying some sort of animal, you could study an animal in just like one region and not look at all the possible variables that are included in this. An example of this would be asking students on the baseball team what their favorite sport is. Okay, so obviously a person could play baseball and something else. Maybe they also play basketball or something, but if they play baseball, they are probably more likely to say that baseball is their favorite sport. Because not everybody that plays baseball also plays baseball or also only plays baseball. So to fix this, we would ask students all or a sample of students from like each team and students that don't play a sport. So you would have to take a sample of like the entire student body. Another example would be asking students in my math 3 class. I already made a mistake. In my math 3 class, whether or not I should assign homework. Okay, so this obviously you guys in my class want less homework. So you are not going to go in, well, some of you might, but not most of you are not going to go and say, yeah, Miss Roberts, please give me extra homework. But if I ask in general, if I ask parents, if I ask educators, if I ask other students, they would say, yeah, I think that kids need to do homework in order to do well. And so it's important that we ask a sample of people that is as general as possible and does not create bias. Okay, so these are examples of statistical bias. I hope this makes sense. Good luck, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.